I guess one of the things that's really important to me was helping people realise that even though the approach is called the nurtured heart approach, which seems really soft and could be perceived as a little bit fluffy, the approach itself is actually one of the most powerful, strongest, direct, fearless, absolute, resolute things that I've ever come across. There is so many things that appear on the outside to be tougher, create so much, I guess, leeway and murky water for people to be able to dodge rules and move around and just allow for mistakes, really. But what I love about the approach is that it has this ability to allow somebody to be fearless. I'll switch that, it's not fearless, it's somebody to be courageous. Because fearless is about not having fear, but you don't work with intense kids and not have fear. You know, but when you've got courage, you do stuff despite the fear. And a lot of stuff that I've been taught in the past and a lot of things I tried to do froze me when I got fear, because I didn't know what to do. The approach gave me stuff to not be fearful. Up until we opened up the Nurtured Heart Approach Australia, the majority of my work was with the adolescent or teenagers, particularly the ones that are quite aggressive and won't present to clinics. So I always tried to look for alternative, more physical activity type interventions and just tried to think outside the box on how I could help them. I've taken the approach, and the thing that I'm really excited about is linking Nurtured Heart Approach with physical activity and sport, because it's a natural fit. You know, for me, as you guys would say, it's a no-brainer. it just works. You know, you don't get good in sport by focusing on negative stuff. You know, and you don't get good in sport about not being clear about your boundaries and what you're trying to do. And you don't get clear in sport unless you relentlessly have the intention that you will not fail and that you can do stuff. And that's exactly the same attitudes that we use in the approach. We don't focus on what we've done wrong or the past or the negative stuff. We're very clear about what we need to do. And we are absolute about our belief that we will not let kids fail, and we can do this. One kid that you work with who sends fear down his spine, the one that you're working with who you sit there going, I'm scared and I don't know what to do. And I remember working in the 24-hour youth work model where you sit there and it's 2 o'clock in the morning and the kid's tearing up the house and you literally feel like you need to close the bedroom door and put yourself up against it because you don't know what to do. My search for tools and my search for how to work with these kids always goes back to what would have helped me with him. And if I could wind back that time and learn the approach before I went into him, we can't make guarantees, but I tell you, I would have done a hell of a lot better than what I've done.